In this video, we are going to talk about introduction to physics. So let's just say in this class, we'll talk about introduction to physics. Now, this is the very fundamental of what now this is going to be a very fundamental class for those guys who just entered science class and they just begin their journey as a science students. So now in Moscow, where they actually talk about where they start teaching physics from easy fundamental quantity, derived quantity, and the rest. So, but I want to try to start earlier from that. So, what is physics, right? Because as a science student, you must know what is physics all about. Just like you must know what is called biology, you must know what is called physics, and you must know what is chemistry. You must be able to define them. So, in this class here, I really want to explain that concept so that when somebody asks you what is physics, they should be able to say or define what is physics. Now, I'm going to define for you. Then I'm going to explain simple explanation so you understand the concept. So, what is physics? So that's the first we want to look at. What is physics? So please take it down. Physics is the branch of science that study matter, energy, and how they interact. So when we talk about physics, physics is study of matter, energy, and how they interact. So the study of matter, energy, and how they interact, that is what we call physics. Hope you understand. Now, in chemistry, we define chemistry as what? The study of what? Of matter. Do you understand? And how we can use them to benefit our life, right? But in physics, it's not only the study of matter, it's study of what? Matter and energy. So chemistry only study matter, but physics study what? Matter and energy and how they interact. So the interaction of what? Matter and energy, the study of interaction between matter and energy is called physics. Now, and I'm going to break it down for you. Physics is all about understanding how the world around us works. So these are the questions it answers. These are what questions it answers. So let me write it down. Questions it answers. This. Why do things fall down? Right? Why do things fall down? And is under what is gravity. So remember, when you throw anything up there, it was fall down. And that is acting on that stuff to fall down is what is gravity, which we are going to look at further in when it comes to what physics. Now the second one, now the second question, can you see it? The second question physics answer is this: why does a car move when you press accelerator? And the concept in that is what is force and motion, which I want to look at, right? So when you move, now when a car moves, when accelerator is pressed in a car, what will happen? It will move. Now, what answer that question is what it is motion and what is force and motion, which is under what physics. So this is the second question physics answers. Just next one. Now the next question physics answer is what? How does light travel from the sun to our eyes? And the topic or the concept in physics that is explained is called wave. And you want to look at wave. You want to look at what is wave, different type of wave. You want to look at refraction of light wave, and the rest, right? So the concept how light travel from the sun to your eye is called wave. This is what you need to understand. That what the next question physics answer. That is why physics is very, very important. The next one is what? Why do we hear sound when someone talk? Right? Now, as you are hearing me, I'm recording this stuff here, or someone that is learning here with me is actually hearing me. Why is that possible? It's due to vibration. It's due to what? Vibration. I want to study vibration in physics. You have to study this concept in physics. These are the concepts of physics. Another one is this. Physics answer is what? How do phone, TV, and electricity works? Now, the reason why they work is what? Is through what? Energy and electromagnetism. Just it's through what? Is the concept is energy and what? And electromagnetism. You have to study them deeply in what? In physics. So look at what in everyday life. So when you throw something up, it always comes down. This is the concept of physics. This concept of what? Of physics. Now the next one, I'm just show you what the everyday life experience so you will understand it better here. The next one is you cook food with it. This is also physics. This physics now, and these are things we do in everyday life, right? There's no way you are not going to eat every day, right? And it's physics. It's what when you switch on fan, it rotates. It's okay. When you on your fan, it rotates, and that is what is physics. That is physics what working. As I want to show you here, when you see rainbow after rain, that is also physics. When you see rainbow after rain, after what rain, it is physics. So now the definition of physics again. What is physics? Physics is what is study of what matter, energy, and how the what interact. So you can see that physics is the study of interaction between matter and what and energy, right? And these are the simple explanation how matter and energy interact. One, why do things fall down is what is gravity. The concept is called gravity. So whenever you throw something up and fall down, the concept is what is gravity. Why does car move when you press accelerator? Now this concept is what force and what motion. Good. Force and motion. You should also go to study here. How does light travel from the sun to our eyes? Is what waves. Now why do we hear sound? Why do we hear sound when someone speaks? Is what vibration. Now how does phone, TV, and electricity work? It's through what energy and electromagnetism. Do you understand? And this is the what everyday life what express. So these are things you need to understand before you start moving what to fundamental what quantity, derived quantity, and those concepts. So now we are not going to end this video here. We are still going to understand what is called fundamental quantity because physics deal with this what quantities. There are some quantities that are what fundamentals. You understand what the concept of fundamental. While there are some that is be derived. You understand what's called derived, which I want to learn in this video. But we are only going to learn the concept of what of fundamental what quantity. Here we are going to look at what quantity in physics, right? So the word quantity, what is quantity, right? Quantity is anything that can be measured. Quantity is anything that can be measured. It's okay. That is called quantity. So if you are being asked what is quantity, quantity is anything that can be what measured. Example is what is length. Example is what is length, mass, acceleration. We have many of them. Force, length, mass, acceleration, force. We have many of them. etc. It's okay. Now quantities are divided into two main types. So type we say type of quantity. Please, are you following? So types of quantity. Types of what of quantity. We have called types of what of quantity. So the first one you need to understand here is called fundamental quantity. We have called fundamental quantity. So that is first thing to understand. Fundamental quantity. Now all the quantity in physics are divided into what? Fundamental quantity. Number two, derived what quantity. It's okay. So let us say types of quantities. Is okay. So type of quantities, we have called fundamental quantities and we have called derived quantities. So these are things you need to understand very well. Fundamental quantities and derived what quantities. So now let's look at what fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities. Now, if someone should ask now, what is fundamental quantities? How do you define it? The word fundamental, what do you understand by the word fundamental? The word fundamental means what? The basic foundation, right? The basis. So fundamental quantities, you can define them. Number one, these are the basic quantity in physics. These are the basic quantities in what? In physics. So that is the first one. These are the basic quantities in physics, the basic quantities in what? In physics. Another one you can define is here that they are independent of any other quantities. They are independent. They are independent. Right there. They are what? Independent. So they don't depend on any other quantity. Just so when we talk about fundamental quantity, these are what the basic quantity in what in physics. Another thing here is that they are what? Independent. What do you mean by independent? They cannot be derived from any other quantity. Please take it down. They cannot be derived from any other quantities. It's okay. So they are the basic quantities. They are what? They are the basic quantities. Hope you understand. They are what? Basic quantities. So when we talk about fundamental quantity here, they are independent of any other quantity. They are the basis. Just they are quantity in which other quantity depend on. So you can put it like that. They are, please take it down. They are quantities in which other quantities depend on. Just they are quantities in which other quantities depend on. And we have many of them, right? So we have many of them, which I'm going to draw a table for you. So we have to draw a table here. Here we have the fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantity. The first one is what? Is length. Now the first quantity in physics is what? Is length. It's okay. The first quantity in physics is what? Is length. The unit is what? Is meter. It's okay. Now look at something here. Length have different units. We have called kilometer, we have meter, we have centimeter, we have millimeter, and the rest. We have miles and the rest. But the unit we use in physics is what? Is meter. Although we still have centimeter, but the unit we use in physics is what? Is meter. Just and the symbol is what? Is m. So the first thing you want to know here is that fundamental quantity you need to know is what? Is length, right? And they ask you what is the unit is what? Is meter. What is symbol is what? Is m. Just now the next one you need to understand is what? Is mass. Number two, mass. It's okay. Is mass. We are going to define all these things as we move on later on in class. Is mass. The next one is what? Is mass. And the unit of mass is what? Is kilogram. It's okay. Is what? Is kilogram. Right? Although mass have other units here, like the gram, the tons, the pounds, and the rest, right? But in physics, for uniformity here, for accuracy, like everyone should be in one aspect, right? They should understand each other. What they use is what? Kilogram. But as we move further, you are going to see other unity in mass. Now, which is what? The symbol is what? Is kg. Just now number three is time. It's time. And the units for time is what? Is seconds. Is what? Is seconds, which is what? Is x. At times you can see it as what? As x e like this. Is okay. But yeah, let us say the x. Now remember, time can measure in what? In minutes, in hours, year and the rest, right? But what we use here in physics is what is seconds. Remember, seconds can be converted to what, to minutes. Minutes can be converted to what, to hour. Hour can be converted to what, to days, right? Nice one. So now next we want to look at number 4, temperature. It's okay, temperature. The unit of temperature is Kelvin. Now, although we also have other units when it comes to what, although we also have other units when it comes to what, temperature, but the unit we use in physics is what, is Kelvin, right? We also have what we call Celsius scale, we have what we call Fahrenheit scale, right? But the one we make use of is what, is Kelvin, and it is what, is K. Number 5 is called electric currents. Electric currents is what, is electric currents, right? Symbol for electric, now the unit of electric current is called amperes. It's called what, amperes, right? And the symbol is what, is A. So we talk about electric current, we are talking about amperes, and it's A. Number 6 is amount of substance. Amount of what, of substance. Now this amount of substance is actually what, for chemistry, not actually for what, for physics. Amount of substance, and the amount of substance is the unit is what, is mole. Mole, which is what, mole. Mole is mole. Okay, here we have MOL. So number 7, which is the last one, measure what, the intensity of light. Luminous intensity measure the intensity of light towards a particular direction. Just so now these are the fundamental quantity you must know, right? These are what fundamental quantity you must know. You must know the 7 of them. You must know the 7 of them. You must know that unit. You must know that what, their symbol, because these are things your teacher will likely ask you in your what, in your exam. Just now things get more complex and more interesting when we enter derive what, quantity. And derive quantity, I want to look at it in our second class, because I want to treat that class separately. Just so that's what I want to look at in our second class. If this video is helpful, please give it a like, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and share this video to other persons so you know that this video will be of great help to them. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video.